Well, good morning. Today is April the 14th. If you've been paying attention to the social medias, you have been seeing how China has been emptying the clip. Okay. This is something that I had to just hop in here and chime in and start a conversation because this is interesting. Viewing things from the side of the manufacturer is raising a lot of questions about like brand brainwashing and just the culture of these companies that we've learned to regard as the esteemed luxury brands, right? Psych. This is hilarious to me, y'all. This is hilarious to me. So, we are about to break this down just a little bit because I had to process out loud. Um, but this literally woke me up out of my slumber. I am actually wearing my Fenty onesie because I didn't have time to change into my clothes today. This is the week of spring break. It's Monday. So Blake will be with dad. I intend to go sit somewhere and get some things done and then come back and have a little bit of frolicky fun. But no full on outfit for me today. Y'all are catching these Fenty onesie vibes right now. All right, so in true Let's Get Stoned fashion, I am wearing my healing hardware today, and the dominant stone that I have on is hematite. Hematite is a stone that's good for grounding. It's also good for blood cleansing and actually getting rid of negative energy. So I have about 2 stacks on today that feature hematite stones and a little bit of Urban brass. If you are in the mood to add some good vibes to your style, check out the Healing Hardware collection. Wearable art with purpose. Join the journey on Instagram at New Vintage by Sam. So let me give you a little bit of backstory here. China currently leads the world in manufacturing output, surpassing the United States, while the U.S. remains a major player and a significant global manufacturing power. China boasts a larger manufacturing sector in terms of both production, volume, and its contribution to global manufacturing, due to factors like lower labor costs and a vast skilled workforce. Chinese factories are often known for their speed and ability to handle large scale, labor intensive production. The funny thing is, I actually was viewing a few videos of specific manufacturers sharing their secrets, just the leather that they use, the materials, and all of those things, like really airing out brands. Specifically, one woman aired out Nike and Adidas, saying that 80% of their shoes were made in China. She also said that Nike and Adidas shoes cost $15 to manufacture in China. And what they do is they'll charge 5 to 15 times the price in the US. If that isn't brand brainwashing, I don't know what is. 42% of the shoes from Nike and Adidas are crafted by Chinese artisans. And even a lot of these handbags, these luxury designer purses, listen, I'm not one to judge, but I remember back in the day, not even back in the day, last summer, okay, the girlies were talking about ordering from DH Gate. And I didn't have any issue with it, but it also, for me, raised in my mind this question of, well, is it the brand story or is it the product? And this is where we are currently, as we're seeing that China is pretty much airing out all of the receipts because of this tariff stuff going on. So, if you know me from New Vintage by Sam, you know I have this saying that goes consume consciously, create consistently, and take care of you unapologetically. The consumption piece is the part that I start with because we're often fed all of these messages and things and really sold these lifestyles and perspectives and narratives, right? So when we are ingesting all of this information, we really have to sort through and make sure that it's for our good, as opposed to something that we're just adopting into our lives because it seems like the thing to do. And as it pertains to this fashion piece, it's no different. Hmm. Y'all, I've had to take a deep breath on that because for several years I have been looking and eyeballing this fashion space as just a big inflated bubble where companies are selling a lifestyle, but they are positioning certain people at the pinnacle, making it seem like, oh, to be popular, to be fashionable, you have to wear this brand. And or to be, I don't know, it just seems like the accessibility of it was absolutely designed to be intangible, off limits to a lot of folks. So I think just that natural psychology of achieving something like a label or having a pair of red bottoms, it just was a symbol of status. It was people were always taking pictures with their bottom of their feet showing. Why? Because they wanted you to know that they spent a couple of bands on those shoes. It's ridiculous, and I'm so happy that we are shifting to a place where we can really reevaluate those things and determine our own value systems. There is an opportunity for us to really create and design what luxury looks for ourselves and even do away with what we've always viewed as luxury. It's a new day, y'all. All of this stuff is burned into the ground so we can recreate something that encompasses all of us, what we want to see in the world versus just going along with emotions and just following the people that we've always been following. I'm excited. This is just something to process at your own leisure, but you really got to ask yourself some serious questions. I know personally, a lot of my maker friends are in my inboxes. We are laughing. This is funny to us because you recognize that we get to create our own style, our own trends. And even just looking at how Louis Vuitton just popped up with these fans, these Louis Vuitton fans for 3 bands, you can tell for sure that they are looking at us, they're watching us, and they are trying to capitalize off of our creativity. So the real question is this. Are you going to continue to buy these luxury brands knowing that you are getting an upcharge? So you're going right to the source. Really want to know your question in the comments. Let's talk.